talking to the Hobbit. What the hell was that? Was that a fist
This
bump?
is my cool fist
I thought that was like,
We're fist
going
pumping.
on. Don't do
fist-
two. Don't do two.
We're fist pumping.
We're fist
excited.
pumping. We're just fist pumping here. We're so excited
Juju
by all the
bubbles
magic.
all over my face.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Rhystic Study Hall, episode 15. I'm your host, Vito Gesualdi, ready to dazzle you with all the world of cardboard and wonder, and I didn't think of an intro. Hi, Billy. How you doing, buddy?
You have summoned a Billy.
I have
Summoned a Billy the Fridge. Remember how magic used to be summon instead of creature? It was you summon.
Yeah, I was
Cat?
thinking about that recently. I'm bothered by enters as a term. Am I the only one who, like, there's a new card in Lord of the Rings that says, whenever an artifact enters,
Well,
draw
they've
a
been
card.
shortening it for a while just to increase their text space on the card. Because
Right.
it means the same thing, right? You're used to enters the battlefield. It used to be comes into play, right?
I think once they termed it the battlefield, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, because now they're going, hey, we need more room on these cards for text. And I go, the battlefield is way longer than play. Like, if that card just said, whenever an artifact enters play, it would make
Yeah.
perfect sense. But they're like, the battlefield. Welcome to the battlefield. And you're like,
Well,
it's still a card
That was
game,
when they were
man.
trying to mix like battlefield to exile, because before it was removed from game. So there
Right.
was play, then there was removed from game. Then exile became its zone that they would go into. So the
Yeah, you would
battlefield was
exile
a zone.
it. But where am I exiling it from, Billy?
It's the battlefield. They were trying to make the quadrants or whatever, the spaces,
Yeah.
library, exile, battlefield, graveyard. They were trying to, or what was his name? Did they change graveyard? Did it become something else?
Well,
Can't
it was never discard. I think in Portal they might have called it a discard pile.
Okay.
But I think it's always been graveyard, top card of your graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah, the Magic is ever evolving, and it has been since the very beginning, the way that they talk about things and the mechanics of the game. So it's like, look, this serves the game right now. When the cards become ever more intricate, you need more space, and this is a way to get it. I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. We all understand what enters means, right? Like, we're not stupid.
I don't understand. I'm dumb. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. It should be more for me. I don't know, man. There's just something like
When it enters Vito's play zone.
when it should enter my, yeah, exactly. When I summon it face down as a trap card, then I would understand it. This is the card I was talking about. The card is called Fateful Discovery, which and I love. Can you even read? I can't read websites anymore. They're covered in ads. It's like actually insane. Look at this. I can't even look at the card. Whatever. Fateful Discovery, 3 blue. Whenever an artifact you control enters, draw a card.
Did they
I
start
said
doing this in like Bloomborough though?
doing
Hasn't this-
what? Calling it enters?
Yeah, just stopping at enters. I swore they've been doing this for a while. This doesn't seem new to me.
No, it's not new. It's not new. It's just for some reason when it's on such a like simple card, it like stands out more. And also, okay, when it's like the creature, because when it says like whenever Rhys enters, for some reason that feels right. But whenever an artifact you control enters, feels like weirder to me. I don't know. I'm not that excited about The Hobbit. And this is part of it, is that I go, Magic seems to be kind of dumbing itself down to like, you don't really got to think that hard. You go, what's the card? I play an artifact. I get not even play an artifact. This triggers off tokens as well. Like, it used to be, there was like a little bit of work you had to put in. Like, it would be like, whenever, treasure token enters, look at the top two, like something more convoluted than just, oh, did an artifact come into play? You get a card. Did an artifact come into play? You get a card. It feels like we're getting a lot of these like dumb effects, and we'll look at some of them because I think we're taking a big deep dive on The Hobbit because we forgot to do it last week, Where it's just, I don't know, man. This card is just like big and dumb and obvious, and there's a lot of big,
And
dumb,
you know
obvious
why
cards.
they need that? You know why they need that? And I think they're designing this specifically because people in the game, when they're new to the game, they don't really put win cons in their deck. They
Yeah.
need the Crater of Behemoth to end the game. You know, they need Fateful
Yeah.
Discovery. When they get to turn 5, they need something that makes turn 6 a threat. Because most people, they dirtle. There's that old Simic value, no win con, you know? That's
Right.
they say that the blue-green deck that's full of value, but just spins the wheels, doesn't have any way to end the game.
I've been playing one of those decks recently. I have a infinite time walk deck where I just go, look at all these turns I'm taking. And the opponent goes, can you end the fucking game? And I'm like, okay, I'll play my one finale of devastation. Give everybody
I made one of those too with what is that giant that goes to your graveyard and you have to escape him from the graveyard. You draw when you play him, you draw a card, play an extra land.
Is he green,
Uro
red?
the Titan
What
or
color
something?
is
He's
he?
green.
Oh,
Simic.
green blue.
Green blue.
Yeah, Uro.
Yeah.
Uro.
Yeah, Uro. I made an Uro
Titan
deck
of
and I was
Nature's Wrath or something.
I was playing it and I had the game completely locked down, but I was like, I don't actually have a way to win, do I?
Well, that's the problem. Sometimes I'll be playing that deck and they take the win condition out, and I'm just taking infinite turns. Hope. Well, it's complicated. I can eventually find a win condition by milling them, but
no,
I did
infinite turn. I did infinite turn as the win con, but it was like so dirty, and I was like, yeah, this wasn't a fun time.
Yeah, I actually took a screenshot of the deck to show to somebody. This is my infinite turns deck with you put Oracle of the Alpha into play. Oracle of the Alpha puts a time walk into your deck, and then you just search up the time walk and you keep playing it while the opponent goes, God damn it, stop playing time walk. And I go, hee 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 hee. And then if you don't have time walk, you just turbo fog with Tangle. It's a lot of fun. The point is that look, you gotta have, I guess, some amount. Here's what happened with Magic. Okay, Magic started off in the alpha and beta era of like, okay, bread and butter. That's a new game. Lightning bolt hits you in the face. Shivan Dragon, big dumb dragon. And then as it went along, we went, okay, well, if you want the core set, normal stuff, we got that. Now time to add some weirdo complexity of like, whenever an enchantment is destroyed, make a 2/1 worm that puts a -0, -6 counter. And to me, Magic was always about like finding the weird, crazy interactions between stuff. And the problem I have with some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Hobbit is I go, well, that's not like an interesting interaction. It's just, are you playing artifacts? Then you and there's a great video by have you watched Distraction Makers and how they talked about modern?
He does great, or they do great stuff.
They do great stuff.
I see him. Video, I don't know if there's more people or not.
I think there's 2 guys over there because they I think. But they have a video about landfall and how Mark Rosewater came up with landfall. And it's kind of a turning point for Magic design where it goes, well, why are you rewarding people for playing lands? You have to play lands. Like, there is no reason to not, you have to play lands.
That feeling
spells,
you get when you
the
become
reward.
flooded, right? This was the answer to being mana flooded. Mana flood now has a super reward. It's like because people hate to be a mana flooded, so they would take lands out of their deck, and then they would then get mana screwed. But the mana screw they would blame on, I didn't get my land. It felt like they would win because they had all these great spells in your hand.
Now you're happy to get mana flooded in certain situations in landfall.
So I don't think it was bad. I remember, being mana flooded and just like, oh, another land. What am I gonna do with it? What am I gonna do with it?
But I'm saying a card like this is rewarding me for playing artifacts, which every commander deck and pretty much whatever deck wants to do anyway. You already want to play your soul rings and you want to make your artifact tokens.
But you want to play your soul rings before you ever get this on the board too. So this is answering the landfall thing. If I pull my soul ring and it's turn 7, I'm going to play my soul ring and then draw a card and draw into something I actually need because it's already turn 5, 6, 7. You need to find that game ender at this point. And this is going to help people who don't have a solid tuned deck maybe end the game or become the threat so someone can put them out of their misery.
Well, here's the argument I'm going to make is, first of all, artifacts obviously easier to make than enchantments, right? You can just churn out little artifacts. So compare it to a card like Enchantress is Present. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. This costs less because, again, enchantments aren't things that you're not dumping out map tokens, you're not dumping out treasure tokens. But that's why I look at this card and I go, I think this should be just a version of Enchantress's Presence. It should trigger off cast artifact spells instead of your fucking tokens. As triggering off tokens is like nutty. I'm just gonna sit there and watch a guy go, make a treasure token, draw a card. Make a treasure token, draw a card. Make 10 treasure tokens, draw 10 cards. I'm like, it's dial-a combo. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to cast a fucking spell. Like there's a million. This should cost 7 mana. Is what I'm gonna say.
You think this card is gonna make Smothering Tithe more playable? Because like right
Dude,
now,
Smothering Tithe is now Rhystic Study to infinity if you play both of them.
Let's go.
No, not let's go. I think this card's a little broken. I don't want to spend all day talking about this card, but it is one that I saw people talking about.
It's a 5 mana card, right? Like
I think
you spend
this
all your
is
resources
something
getting this out early, you need to draw the cards to get your resources back.
I think this card might end up being like Rhystic Study levels of value, man.
I completely disagree. I don't think this is a big boogeyman at all. Maybe I'm wrong. I just
it's a mythic. It's a mythic.
I see turn 5 and I see why people want to play it, but I don't see it. I don't see
Smothering Tithe costs 4, and that's a game changer. This is one more, and instead of making fucking treasure tokens, you're drawing cards, baby. I mean,
this is one more, yeah. But
you just gotta dump some artifacts.
You just paid all your mana to play this, right? So now you draw all your cards. You got to wait to the next turn for your mana to untap.
I'm gonna refill my hand off this, draw into all my fucking lotus petals, Mishra's baubles, and whatever else, and just go a draw card, a draw card, a draw card, a draw card.
Play a juju bauble, draw a card.
I play a juju. I play a juju. I play a juju. I don't know, man. I think the point is, I go, it's just not that. If it was like whenever an artifact with mana value 3 or less enters, like any sort of the complete lack of any restriction, I guess, is what drives me nuts.
Like this is not Rhystic Study number 2, right?
No, because it costs 5. That's the one thing holding it back. But it is. I think this card's going to hold a lot of value, and I think you're going to see a lot of it.
I think in like a bracket 3 game, this is going to be a huge bomb. I don't think it really matters in bracket 4 or 5, and I think in bracket 3. The decks are probably all so like together that whoever plays this is either going to win the next turn or they're going to be the target and get taken out by the next turn. So
it's going to be, some commanders are going to pair with this, like basically there's a lot of commanders who are going to be able to really take advantage of this. There's commanders that dump map tokens into play. There's Urza dumping constructs into play.
Yeah.
So look, this card, all I'm saying is I think this will be out the gate, especially if you get this fucking Halo. This might be like $100 card out the gate.
You've been on map tokens way too much lately.
Because here's why I'm on map tokens is they're like so forgotten about. It's like nobody ever thinks about map tokens. And then once you start making map tokens, fuck, what's the helmet from there's a thing that makes map tokens big score. I love this card. Let me see if I can find it. No.
You think they'll ever make like a Michelin star secret lair with map tokens and food tokens?
I think that we need more maps in Magic, and that sounds bad. World Waker Helm. It's because I play this card in my, again, I have Prismari, the one that says all your artifacts can tap to make mana, for instance, and sorceries. So when I get this guy on the table, everyone goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm making maps! And then I just have like 10 maps in play, and I can cast all these giant instants and sorceries off my maps. And I'm all excited about it. So obviously I'm going to put Fateful Discovery in my Dragon Taps maps to make... It's so fun to cast spells off like a bone saw, a lotus petal, and a bunch of map tokens. It just feels, there's something about it feels exciting to me.
I've been meaning to put together a deck just like that with Donatello and Splinter from the Ninja Turtle precon.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Donatello is also in there making again. What is Donatello? He just makes a copy of an artifact token, right?
I'm talking about the one from the precon because I think it gives you an extra mutagen token whenever you make a token. And then I think Splinter gives you a mutagen token whenever you play a non-token creature. So
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. This guy does not make map tokens, but he does. If you would make a clue, a food, or it's just there's something about being the guy who's sitting there with like 20 food tokens, 20 clue tokens. You just go.
Vito's waiting for Modern Horizons 4, where they make Academy map you factor.
I want a whole. Okay, like make a. They have a pirate set. There should be more fucking maps in there. This is the one. This is the Donatello I was thinking of. Whenever he deals combat, create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control. So man, you're just copying everything. And I actually bought the fracture foil of him just to put him in my Prismari deck.
That's cool.
So he can make copies of my map tokens. Cause I don't know. I'm a happy boy.
Vito's got the Goonies fever.
Because I think map token is the stupidest token. I think that's what it is. Even a food token feels cooler than it's like, what is that? I got maps. Maps of what, motherfucker? And you go, I just got a bunch of maps. I don't care. None of this matters.
If clue, food, and treasure are like the top tier 3 tokens, what's the B team 3 tokens? If they made an Academy manufacturer like B token, like would it be like maps?
Well, what's left? You got maps.
Blood,
you got servos. Mutagen, Vibranium, Power Stone.
I think Power Stone, Vibranium, they're their own thing because they're like manas. I don't know.
Well, all I know is this card I'm gonna make 1 million to. It goes in my Prismari deck. I think this is gonna go. This card is gonna be a lot of money. I think this just fits with so many different commanders, where it's like an auto include basically.
There's that card that came out in New Capenna, the green card that when you tap a land, you add a treasure, or you could tap a land to make a treasure.
Yeah. Bootlegger stash. Yeah.
Bootlegger stash. This reminds me of that. Everybody was so gassed up for it. The fact that this draws you cards is a whole different art.
I don't know. This is not bootlegger stash suck because it's like, well, what are you doing? You're tapping to make.
Dude, when this came out, everybody thought this was insane. This was like a $40, $50. Like it was an expensive card when it came out, right?
Well, it's because nobody ever figured. No, here's the problem with cards like this: is nobody knows what to do with the mana. Is like when you get down to it in Magic, unless you have like, you either make infinite mana or you don't. Like, if you make infinite mana, okay. But saying, hey, I got 20 mana, it's like, well, what are you going to do with 20 mana? What are you doing with that?
Does this go up in price now that this Academy or this...
Maybe. Honestly, it's like, it's not the best combo, but it's literally
these two now become
make a treasure, draw a card. Yeah. No, it's not terrible.
It's pretty good combo.
This is another example of a card that, look, makes a shit ton of mana.
This is so good.
Yeah, but what do you do with that mana? Like, you can't play Emrakul because he's banned in Commander. I mean, Magic needs more giant weird shit. Is what we're getting.
This goes up now because of this card. Does this card turn these on? You know.
Well, because you want to play more artifacts to sack 2 Lotus. So yeah, I honestly, dude, I've been buying. You know what's crazy? This showcase version of this in Japanese is like $4 or $5.
Yeah.
And I just went, well, if this card ever gets played, I'm just gonna buy like 10 showcases.
Is that for the fractured one or the
fracture one's more? The fracture is a ton, but like the regular showcase foil of this weirdo art is like $5.
Yeah.
I said if anyone ever breaks this card, I'm gonna have a pile of them.
I opened one of these in showcase American, you know, so I have one, and when I opened it, this is nice. This is a nice piece of
cash. The American's like
then,
25, I think, compared to the
that's
Japanese.
better than I thought it was, but
dude, well, because nobody knew what to do with it. It's like, okay, like this is make 9, 12, 15 mana, but the problem is that there needs to be more to do with it. I would actually like to see from Wizards more like ridiculously overcosted spells that specifically encourage this stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to put this in the Donatello Splinter Mutagen deck too. That's the reason why I want to make the deck. There's all these cards that like go off when you have a bunch of artifacts. It's just about finding the payoffs, you know?
Well, it's interesting you bring up what you should be buying in anticipation of The Hobbit, because I brought up our good friends over at MTG Stocks who are taking a look at some of the cards that have gone up recently. Cybermen Patrol I should have locked in on. You ever see this card?
Oh, yeah.
2-drop, 2/2 artifact creatures have afflict 3, meaning if you block my little doofus, if you block the guy I'm making to draw cards, you lose 3 life, which means you ain't going to be blocking those too long. This one's just up because of Marvel, because a lot of people are building
Ultron.
Ultron
Yeah.
decks. There's actually the other Ultron, the Black Ultron as well.
Yeah.
And
those-
also people are talking about with the Star Trek set, the Borg are expected to be dropping a lot of isn't it you reanimate creatures that come back as the Borg? So you're gonna have more artifact creatures as well.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen all of them, but I know there was one that.
Well, it
did
had that one, what is it, assimilate was the keyword?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it said like bring it back from the graveyard, assimilate it, which turns it into a Borg artifact creature. So that guy's on the rise. I was more looking at this one though, Dwarven Recruiter, and I'm sad I didn't pick one of these up because the price is spiked. This is out of is that Odyssey. This is 2 in a red for a 2/2. When Dwarven Recruiter comes into play, search your library for any number of dwarf cards, reveal them, shuffle your library, put them on top of it. So this is Goblin Recruiter in dwarf form. If you're building
Yeah.
a dwarf deck, which it looks like the Hobbit's going to have a lot of pretty saucy dwarfs, this guy will get you there, man. He's now selling for $10, up 22%. So I guess for a while, dude, this is like a $3 card up to $10
Yeah.
now. The Hobbit's coming out. That's
I'm
interesting.
pretty sure I got one of these laying around somewhere because I was gonna build the dwarf CEDH deck.
Yeah.
Magda.
Magda.
And
Love that Magda.
I hope I do have it laying around somewhere because I would hate to have to pay for it if dwarfs. become a
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, it's not the worst kick in the dick to have to pay $10 for it, but if you are planning on building a dwarf deck, you might want to get it now before the Hobbit actually drops. It seems like you got two options, which is either I don't know. I don't know if you buy on the first spike or if you wait. I don't know. It's hard to know what the right time to like buy these things, and I think it could come back down. We'll see. But if you're building a dwarf deck, it's something to think about. Some of the new dwarves, Thorin Mountain King is 3 in a red. I haven't seen this card. What is Thorin Mountain King? 3 in a red for a 3/4 legendary dwarf trampler. When he enters, attach any number of target equipment you control to target creature you control. Whenever one or more equipment become attached to a creature that way, that creature deals damage equal to its power to one target creature. So you put all your equipment on one guy and then he nukes somebody. I guess they didn't say player because otherwise it would be completely broken. But that's pretty cool. That's not bad.
Yeah, there's that equipment right now that is in Foundations. It's like the Leyline equipment, the Leyline X.
Leyline X is great. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with that card. Actually, in my deck with map tokens.
Mother,
he was good with Bunny Corn because Bunny Corn becomes huge and then it has trample and double strike.
Yeah, I wonder what good equipments are for this because was it Godo the Bandit Warlord or something?
They've done a lot of cool equipment stuff. Red, white is the equipment colors. I mean, you still have Cloud from the last set, finding more equipments and double triggering them. Speaking of equipments and dwarves, this guy I'm actually going, is this gonna get some modern play? Have you seen this guy?
Interesting.
Dwarven Mauler. 1 red for a 2/1 that says equip abilities you activate cost 2 less to activate. So, everybody's been saying, well, Umezawa's Jits here, but I don't know, man. I got to pay 2 to equip it, and then they snipe the guy in response. Turn 1, Dwarven Mauler. Turn 2, play the Jit, immediately equip it, swing in, get 2 counters on it. Now you got +1/+1 counters toss around. You got +2/+2s to toss around. I'm also thinking about all the Sword of Body and Mind, Sword of Fire and Ice. The problem with those cards, which, Sword of Feast and Famine, I think, saw play in Modern, but removal got so efficient that when you were playing Modern, you'd be like, okay, I go to equip Sword of Feast and Famine, and they go, bam, shoot your guy, and the 2 mana you spent to equip that was a total waste. Being able to instantly equip, swords and jits without having to think about it, I don't know. It's I want to see if equipment makes a return. If we see a decent equipment deck.
There was a red 1-drop from Throne of Eldraine that gave a equipment reducibility, right?
Yeah, was it Fervent Champion or not?
I think it was Fervent Champion. That sounds right.
I think it was equip abilities cost. Yeah. Okay, so he was actually. So
is he doing anything in Modern?
I think he did for I've seen decks with him. So his is even better, but he is just 1 power. So he's 1 in
Yeah.
a red for a 1/1. First strike haste. Whenever he attacks, another target knight gets +1/+0. This new guy's not a dwarf knight, right? Because that would be too perfect.
Yeah.
Like he's just a dwarf. But now that you have 2 different 1-drops, so you have a full suite of
You can
8
build around.
1-drops that you can now know you're going to be able to equip your swords without having them just instantly yeeted. It's possible that could be enough to make an equipment deck happen in Modern. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd
it's
like to try it.
interesting.
I'd
I
like
do
to
like
try
the
it.
equipment.
I love equipment, but the problem with equipment is anytime you stick it on, you just like kill your guy, duh, and you're like, god damn it, I lost a guy and I lost. It's kind of like getting time walked when you pay for those things and nothing comes out of them.
Well, I remember back in the day playing. Was it Flying Men and Unstable Mutation was a big thing.
Hell yeah,
You'd have the
hell
1/1
yeah.
flyer, and then you throw the Unstable Mutation, and it gives it +3/+3. Then every turn it loses 1/1, but like still like that first turn 4 damage, 3
4,
damage.
3, 2, 1 is not bad.
Yeah. But then when you would play your
damage.
Flying Men, and then you would go to drop that on there, like, oh, before it hits towards the plowshares, you're like, you got 2
Oh,
for
then
1.
you're totally fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
man.
like that was even worse. Equipment kind of solved that because
At least equipment sticks around, right?
sticks around. But this is another thing. This is makes it cheaper to re-equip. You keep drawing into dudes. Are these guys good enough without the equipment?
No.
2/1 kind of. First strike haste, maybe if you have another.
Well, I mean, they're good enough. Like if you don't dig the equipment out of your deck, yeah. Like a 2/1. On it, I mean, the only problem with these is Orcish Bowmaster sniping them is a big problem.
True.
But yeah.
I'm thinking of standard now. Didn't we just get a lot of black equipment stuff? I wonder if there's like
I know there's at
black.
least what do you call it? There's there's one sword in the big score. What is it? Sword of Wealth and Power is hanging around. That one's an interesting one. So here's Sword of Wealth and Power. Equip creature +2/+2 protection from instants and sorceries. Whenever you deal damage, create a treasure, and you may cast an instant or sorcery. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery this turn, copy that spell. So I could see a red aggro deck running in with your dwarf, hit him with the wealth, double up, get a treasure token, and double up your lightning bolt. Could be pretty good.
This is asking the deck to do a lot of things, though, and I worry about when it's doing spell slinger, when it's doing equip, when it's doing the treasure is not. You always want mana, so
yeah. The problem is that your deck is now creatures and equipments and instants.
Yeah.
I get it, but I want to do it because it's gonna feel good.
I mean,
I'm not sure what other equipments are kicking around that are like a big deal though. Yeah, I'm not sure. And well, I think is Lord of the Rings giving us any new equipment that are exciting? I think they are.
They must. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new sword.
I love
a couple new swords.
I love the Arkenstone.
Ooh, the Arkenstone. What does the fucking Arkenstone do? Let me see.
So Arkenstone for 3 mana. It's a sorcery adventure. Seek the Heart. Search your library for a legendary creature card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Then shuffle. This is just like there's a lot of effects that lets you search out legendary creatures in white now, and this is another one. And then it's creatures you control get +1/+1 for the 5 mana of the Arkenstone. And at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. That's just beyond value. But this is like something where you can start getting pieces and searching out these legendary creatures to put like some combos together. This is basically slow Sisay,
I like this. I think this is good for Commander. I don't see this in like Standard or anything, but and I wish you could get into. I mean, I wish Standard was a little slower, honestly, where I could go, hey, I'm building up this little army or whatever, and not just getting immediately overrun. But this will be a cool mythic.
There's those 2 angels, right? That meld on the back, and they meld.
Yeah, those are awesome. Gisela and
Bruna, I think.
Bruna and Gisela, yeah.
They're awesome, but you could have one in the command zone, and then it's like, I have to find the other one. That answers this. Giada is the better angel commander, anyways. Yeah. So if you put them in your deck, you throw all these in there, and you can start. They could be your secret commanders, stuff like that. I kind of like playing around that.
Well, white also has. This is kind of the same thing. is you also have the Sarima from
Yeah.
Edge of Eternities. One white spacecraft. When it comes in, search for a legendary creature card. I actually almost wonder if I like this better. I got
like all of them. I want all of them.
Yeah. Well, I think
And
this card is like super undervalued, and with Star Trek coming around, I think, dude, the fact that you just have to get 7 counters on it and all your tapped legendaries are indestructible, you have a big 5/5 flying spaceship. Like this card does a lot of work.
yeah,
I like this guy a lot.
there's a Lord of the Rings saga that lets you search out a legendary creature, and there's also Kaldheim. There's a sorcery that lets you search out a legendary creature. So like with those 4 there, you can start playing those Griselda deals. It's not just them, but like all being in white. That's one of the things that makes me want to like.
White is becoming well. White's always kind of been the color of legendaries. Caracas bouncing legendaries back to hand and stuff. It's interesting that White has that kind of tutor up legendaries. It's a good identity. White's been like struggling for an identity beyond gaining life for a while, and I think White being the it's scouting, it's recruiting. Like that's what White does. I go find the greatest soldiers and warriors from across space and time. I am the White player. I go, that's pretty good. I like that. I was trying to see if anything else. Well, let's take a look at a couple other. We were looking at equipment real quick. So one thing people are talking about. We got a couple guys here. You also get your fancy Arkenstone. And I love artifacts. I'm not gonna lie. So, man, look at how many Arkenstones there. Okay, which Arkenstone are you getting, Billy? There's like 8,000 of them.
I probably get the scale version, maybe.
You think this one? There's a man's hand reaching for the gold and the stone.
Yeah. Give me that hand.
You got to get this Surge foil though. They got a Surge foil version. Okay, or Billy, will you get the Arkenstone? Seek the heart, sorcery adventure. It's an adventure.
This was only 75 cents. I'll buy it.
Yeah, 75 cents. This is a good one. It's easy to get.
I don't know how many people I've seen make that joke. I hate that I'm one of them now.
And it's made by legendary artifact J.R.R. Tolkien. He's my favorite legendary artifact.
This is an artifact Tolkien?
Yeah, it's a Tolkien artifact. Whenever a Tolkien token comes into play, why did they not make a Tolkien token?
They did.
That would be fucking hilarious.
They did that in the first one.
What do you mean?
It was a Tolkien token. It was a Hobbit. I think it was one of the Hobbits. One of the Hobbit tokens said Tolkien instead of token.
Oh shit! Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, in the very first Lord of the Rings, it was.
I missed that. We were going to talk about. I guess we should just talk about him here. Here's Guildpack saying, I am drooling over the Hobbit book cover treatments. I'm obsessed with 60s, 80s paperback cover design, and these cards feel like they were designed for me. So these are one of the treatments you can seek out of Lord of the Rings.
Are they unfoil, foil, and surge foil? Like, are they going to be that busy?
Well, here's what's interesting. It kind of looks like, I'm trying to zoom in here. It kind of looks like the titles are foiled more so. I don't know. Maybe the titles stand out in a weird way that I like.
I want that Lonely Mountain.
You want the Lonely Mountain?
Yeah, it works well with equipment again. This might be a good thing for the equipment dwarf. The Lonely Mountain makes you a dwarf for 4 and a red. But the 4 cost is dropped down by 1 for each equipment you control. So, you could just be making a dwarf every turn for 1 red if you have 4 equipment.
Here we can see the foiling.
I want some of these. Those aren't all surge foil, right? Yeah.
No, it looks like just the red one. Just the mountain here is surge.
I think the purple one's surge.
Purple one's also surge. It looks like the other 2 are regular foils.
Yeah, I want some of these.
I wonder, dude. So I wonder if these and the surge foil. So part of when you go into these is you go, what is everybody going to be trying to collect? I think this is it. I think these. Well, you have these and you have the dragon scales. I think these might be more desirable than the dragon scale cards. I think these are going to be the ones that are like the comic book covers from Marvel that people really want.
Yeah, the fact this guy has 4 of them makes me think maybe they're not going to be as rare as the comic book covers.
Well, the fact that this guy has 4 of them makes me think, why the fuck am I not a fucking, who is this guy? A group of friends who come together to make MTG content. They only got 800 followers. Why can't I get free shit? This sucks.
You talk so much shit.
I know.
I'm
Well,
I could get free shit if I did this show with someone who was like, "Oh, I love kissing magic cards on the face. I need a sweet person,
I love
so
all
I
of
can
it.
get free
I
shit."
love fucking Zalfir. I love Kamigawa. I love Noctis. I love everything Wizards is doing. All of it's good.
To be honest,
Give me
Vito,
free shit.
we just gotta speak freely, and the audience will come and they'll say we needed some hard boys, and they'll make sure
No, we'll
get rich and we will buy our own magic cards.
I mean, look, here's what I was really thinking, Billy, is we're fucked unless we get a girl. That's it. If we get a girl, we can do whatever we want. Because then they'll go, well, at least there's a girl on there to set those boys straight.
Should we get a girl?
If we could get a girl, look, Billy, if we had a girl on this show, we would infinitely increase our chances of getting free Magic content or free Magic packs or whatever else. Find a girl who's into Magic. She could be a guest, or maybe she'll be a major player. I don't know. Maybe she could be a co-host.
I just have to think how much into Magic. How many girls I know that are into Magic enough to hang. Let me do some work.
Try to do some work. I'm trying to bring this up because every time I see one of these featured creators, they go, and here we are, and you go, hey, there's some girls playing Magic. That's okay. That gets Wizards. Look, that gets Hasbro excited because Hasbro goes, how do we sell these fucking nerd cards to girls? No self-respecting girl wants to play this thing. And then you go, well, we got some girls who play it, and they go, great. Here's a bunch of free. Go find this. Wait, don't I know this guy? I guess every guy looks like him. I go, no, I just know 8,000 guys with that beard.
Vito,
we need a cool punk rock chick.
There are tons of girls. Okay, it's I'll just kidnap one.
Yeah, just grab one off the street, and then we can get free Lord of the Rings. Look at this; they already got the dwarven cards and shit. They got everything.
Damn.
We got to get a girl. If we had a girl on this show, first you get the girls, then you get the views, then you get the swag. That's how it goes. They already got how did they get all this stuff already? The surge
we have
oil,
to get khakis?
Flowering of the white trees. First you get the khakis, then you get the girls. God, I love fucking.
Then you get the job, then you get the girls.
Then you get the girls. We got to get ambassador status. Basketball is one of my favorite movies, dude.
So good.
Steve Perry. No more Journey strikeouts, dude. Today's youth have an attention span that can be measured in nanoseconds. Speaking of attention spans, we're going to finally talk about the equipment in this set. Orchrist Goblin Cleaver costs 3 for legendary equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to your player, choose a creature type and create a treasure for each creature you control of that type. I feel like this trend of every set has a tribal artifact, a typal artifact that is just blatant and stupid. We had Coalition of what was it? Something of Victory out of Lorwyn. Okay, it's just we keep getting either Vanquisher's Banner, Coat of Arms, Chronicle of Victory, and now this kind of just seems like more of the same. Where I guess the effect's a little bit different, where you're getting treasures instead of drawing cards or pumping them up, but. I don't know, man. Why has this got to be? Give it a color at least.
Is this gonna make that dwarf go off the 2/1 dwarf? Because this equips for 3.
Cause one to equip onto him. Yeah, but then you need a shit ton more dwarves on the table. I don't think dwarf. I don't think any tribal deck. Maybe
dwarf is about to be pushed for Hobbit.
I was gonna say, yeah,
it's gonna be dwarf season, right? Like it's gonna be big.
It's going to be dwarf season, but it seems like the problem with trying to build any sort of typal deck in anything is just, again, removal is so efficient. It's like, I play my lord. All right, I kill your lord. I play my, they just take out the glue that sticks the thing together and you're left with a bunch of dorks.
But +2/+2 and trample. If you have one dwarf, it's a dwarf gets +2/+2 trample and you make a treasure token, right? That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
dwarfs, you make 5 tokens, then you just spam out Smog. I don't know. What do you do?
I think at this point, if I see an equipment, I go, if it's not giving me ward or protection, it's already like losing a lot of value. So the swords are great. Even Jit is great because theoretically you can dodge removal once you get counters on it. You can give it the +2/+2s. This makes it a little bit bigger to maybe dodge a lightning bolt, but I don't know. I'm really looking for equipment that makes my guy not immediately die, and I don't get the equipment ability. But it's fun. I don't know. This is a fun card. I think people will definitely want this thing. We also have a new Sting. You know, I love the old Sting. I love when he came into Hell in a Cell and he just dropped in and he no wait. Sting Bilbo
1998.
Sword 1998.
Oh,
Sting Bilbo Sword for 2. Legendary artifact equipment. This gets me hot because it has flash, which means I might get to. Well, another problem with equipment is they see it. They see it come
yeah.
down and they're ready for it. This they're not ready for. When Sting enters, put a hone counter on Sting for each creature target opponent controls. Then attach Sting to one target creature you control. Each hone counter on an equipment gives +1/+0 to equipped creature. So this tells me there's going to be some weirdness going on with putting hone counters on equipment to make the equipment bigger and sexier, which is kind of cool. I
Yeah.
want to know if there's a way to move all the hone counters from one equipment to another, or a thing that says whenever you play an equipment, put 2 hone counters on it. But it does kind of hint at the idea that something interesting is going on with hone counters.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of interesting design space there. It does, like you said, you can move counters around with like there's certain cards that already move counters from one type of permanent to another, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think.
that
Go ahead.
that is possible. That is
It is
possible.
possible. I think the problem with this one, though, is you're getting the counters based on them having a lot of creatures, which is the exact opposite of what you want if you're an equipment deck, because most equipment are like, when you connect, do something, and it's like, well, they have a bunch of blockers, so I'm probably not going to get through
Well,
unless I have trample or
if they have
something.
blockers, right? But also this is flash, so if you have 5/1/1s and they have 3/2/2s, that would normally not be a great attack. But boom, this makes your one of your 1/1s a 4/1, you know? Like this really does switch up the math when it has flash and then it sticks
Yeah.
around. So this could in commander if there's somebody whose board's empty, somebody who
Yeah.
has like 10 creatures, boom, you get +10/+0 with the hone and then attack the empty board guy, you know?
I
It's
can
all
see
flash,
putting this
too.
in my ninjas unblockable deck, where it's just going to be hopefully one guy's over there making like 8 creatures, and I go, cool. I have a +8/+0 equipment, and I'm just going to keep putting it on unblockable guys until somebody dies. I think this is obviously a limited bomb as well. Usually in limited, you got a couple boards where each guy's got like 4 creatures. All of a sudden, all your 1/1s are attacking for 5. So I think this will be good. In limited, we'll see if it gets any play anywhere else.
Even if it's just an extra 3 damage because the opponent has 3 creatures and they're tapped because they attacked you, and you swing in and 2 mana, flash extra 3 damage they weren't expecting. That's all you need sometimes to end a game.
Yeah. I think it's not the worst. The other Sting was better because the other Sting was untap guys. I guess I'm thinking about the old Sting from the original Lord of the Rings. I go, man, I loved that card. It's not nearly as good as that card. Have we looked at My Precious? Did this just get spoiled, or was this spoiled a while ago? I feel like I've seen this before.
I think I've seen it, but yeah, it's an equipment.
This is an equipment. It's a black
the ring,
equipment,
right?
though. Yeah, it's the ring. Well, I knew they were going to do another version of the ring. I'm surprised that it's a black, because, you know, the one ring was a big colorless thing, but now it's the dark ring, the My Precious.
The ring was kind of different based on who it was with, right?
Yeah.
It gave different powers to different people. So My Precious this is Gollum's ring.
You know what they should have
Gollum
done is they should have done 5 Hobbit sets, and each one could have a different colored ring.
Yeah.
You know, you could have the soul ring and the mind ring, and that would have been pretty badass.
The reality ring.
Here's the soul ring. It's a 3-cost equipment, but you can start off by adventuring it for 1 and a black. As an additional cost, cast a spell, sack a creature, draw 2 cards. Now, this is a powerful effect, a deadly dispute type thing. Seeing it attached to equipment is interesting. The equipment
it is instant here, right? Because in Final Fantasy they gave it to that land, but it was a sorcery, and I think it was 3 mana.
Midgar,
yeah, and that really slowed it down, and Midgar was still like the most playable out of that cycle. Maybe there's a few
I think that
playable
cycle
ones.
is very undervalued. I love that cycle. The red one I don't understand because the red one is basically put a grape shot token into play. It's like, make a 0/1 wizard whenever you cast an instant or sorcery. I'm like, this is just grape shot on a land. That's fucking nuts.
There's that Strixhaven 7 mana lesson mythic that lets you play cards off the top of your deck until you play 4 mana card spells. I've seen that red land played in
Echo
there
casting
because it counts as 0. Yeah, it counts as 0, but you can still play the 3 mana thing. So it's like the capstone plays you 4 mana value worth of cards, and you're able to sneak
awesome.
that in. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a little storm deck on Arena with Ral and, you know, a bunch of the impulse draw spells. And I just go, yeah, Lindbergh, dump a wizard into play. And they're like, oh, God! So my 3 mana equipment, equip creature as hexproof, can't be blocked. You can equip it for 2, pay 2 life. I mean, that's what you want, right? Isn't that Whisper Silk Cloak? Wait, is this just a better Whisper Silk Cloak? Or am I misremembering Whisper Silk Cloak? Whisper Silk Cloak. Oh my God, I think it is just a better Whisper Silk Cloak.
Huh. Pay 2 life? What did Cloak cost to equip?
Here we go. Cloak costs 2 to equip. Equip creature can't be blocked in a shroud. This gives hexproof, which is better because I can stack. This is better than Whisper Silk Cloak. The only problem is it's black. I'm actually glad it's black because otherwise every deck in Commander replaces Whisper Silk Cloak. But now black has basically an upgraded Whisper Silk Cloak. The only downside is that you have to pay 2 life to equip it. But hexproof's better than Shroud, and hexproof's better than Shroud in pretty much any situation.
And you got a Deadly Dispute attached to it. You got Deadly Dispute. Does Deadly Dispute not get played now because this is just a twofer?
I mean, in Commander, I would probably play the. Well, doesn't Deadly Dispute make a treasure token as well?
Oh yeah, true.
Deadly Dispute. So Deadly Dispute, makes 2 cards and create an artifact token, which is definitely useful. But this is still like in a lot of decks. Yeah, again, if you have any kind of lifelink or any kind of whenever you attack, this is a nutso card. I love this card. This is a rare. This screams mythic all day. Holy crap.
I see why it's a rare. Whisper Silk Cloak was uncommon. This effect that it's attached to is kind of uncommon. You put the 2 together, it goes.
I don't know, man. I'd make that a mythic. I'd mythic that boy. Yeah. I'd mythic that boy. Speaking of mythic boys, Billy, we also did not talk about all the. Oh my God, this page has like a million ads on it. Get rid of these ads. I hate it. The Hobbit box toppers. These are 40 cards that will be coming in your Hobbit box. So now, are there foil box toppers with the collector boosters? I assume.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, well, the way they did it with Lord of the Rings was, I wish they made this more obvious. I feel like this article is failing. Is usually a collector booster box has 1 foil box topper, and a play booster box has a. I don't know. Hold on, I want to make sure though. Let's see. Hobbit box topper, Wizards Coast. I want to know if there will be foil ones. I would assume there would be. Each Hobbit play booster box and collector booster. Oh wait, they're foiling all of them, I think.
Huh.
So there are no non-foil box toppers.
Okay.
I guess were they foiling Lord of the Rings as well? There's 40 mythic
I'm pretty sure I had non-foil box toppers from the Lord of the Rings.
I can't remember.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I
didn't
swear.
open that many. I think I have a box topper.
I know I have a couple of the Balin's Tomb, and I swear one of them was not foil.
Realms and Relics box topper, but it doesn't say foil or non-foil. I think this is the only. I don't think there was a foil version. Man, I had a chance to buy like 100 of these at $25, and now they're like $50. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Now they're going for like a fortune because everyone's going, "Hey, there's ancient tombs in there." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I should have bought a pile of them. I'm a fucking idiot." So the box toppers have been announced. This is what will keep the price of your set boxes a little nutty. Although it's interesting. So the last time the box toppers were like classic Magic cards, and now the box toppers are classic Lord of the Rings cards. And you go, well, okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but let me see here. I can't get this stupid ad off the screen. Reprieve sees a little bit of play, yeah. I mean, it is just Remand, you know, so if you're
Galadriel's Dismissal, great card.
Great
Um,
card. We knew we were getting a Bowmaster reprint, though. Honestly, I look at this art and I go, it's a little much. This Orcish Bowmaster
I
art.
like it. It's not terrible. It looks like something
It
some
doesn't
green and
look Lord
black.
of the Rings to me. Like when I think of
Oh
orcs, I
yeah,
don't think of like, oh my god, the bloody fucking murder guys. Like
yeah.
I kind of liked the old art, but this is some Ron Spencer, I guess.
I think it's cool that it doesn't look Lord of the Rings. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about.
Well, it's interesting. Here's what's weird: is it seems like every card from Lord of the Rings is getting. I mean, 40 cards is a lot of cards. Like, how many rares are in Lord of the Rings? Like, that's like the whole set is basically getting reprinted
So
as
all
a
the
box
mythics.
topper.
A lot of these are from the holiday scene set too.
Yeah. Well, Cavern Horde Dragon, I think, was a. I think he was in the Commander deck.
Oh, I'm gonna get one
Uh,
of those. That looks great.
yeah, it's a nice looking dragon.
He was from the commander
Aragorn.
deck.
What's that?
He
Yeah, well,
was
he
from
was
the
from the
commander
Commander
deck. Yeah.
deck. I am excited, Billy, because I have like 5 Surge Foil Delighted Halflings, and I said, I hope that new Delighted Halfling art is not better than the current Delighted Halfling art. And then I saw this, and I said, I'm safe.
You don't like a Tifa halfling? I love this halfling.
Yeah,
Blue hair?
this is the other halfling was like a happy. This is like I don't know, delighted halfling. I have the one where it's a little girl opening a present. She's so happy.
I got so many delighted halflings. I'm not even worried about getting new ones, but I still probably will.
Well, the price, dude, the price on these, I bought these back when they were like $15. They're up to 35 because I said, dude, this is like, as far as a 1-drop green, especially because it can uncounterable legendary creatures. I said, oh, this card's gonna be played in Commander forever.
It's
Cast
a Cavern of
legendary,
Souls,
can't be-
right?
Yeah, dude, this card. I said I'm picking up a stack of these. I honestly should have got more. But here you got a happy little guy, and then here you got a also. What's that? It looks like that movie. What is this reminding me of? What does this look like? And I can't say the obvious, but there's like a movie character who looks like this that I can't remember.
I don't know. Is there a
It's
Baby Ruth food token?
Yeah, it's a Baby Ruth. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, so Delighted Halfling, I don't know. It doesn't look as good. Aragorn, the Uniter's back. Flame of Anor. Very good card, actually. I get wrecked by this card. Wow, this is great art for it, too. The Flame of Anor.
Yeah.
If you have a wizard, do some stuff. Saruman's back. Sauron's back. Tom's back. I'm still sad I never got a Tom Bombadil poster foil because I always wanted to make that Saga deck. Maybe I'll settle for this little goofy. What does this guy look like? Adventures of David the Gnome. We got a David the Gnome,
Yeah.
Tom Bombadil. I got no problem with that.
I have the foil scroll, like the holiday version of the Tom Bombadil, the old
Oh, the scroll
border.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have that foil, and I thought about building it because of that, but
There's
I
a lot
never
of
did.
dude. There's a lot of stuff for sagas now that is like interesting. Yeah, like pop sagas twice or whatever. We have
I'm
the
getting this one ring,
ring,
dude. I'm getting it. You got everybody wants this now, right? Like all the
No.
scandal around it.
I don't want
Like,
it.
It's such a meme, right?
Yeah, but it's just, dude, it looks bad. Like
I want it for the meme.
like I don't want it because it looks gross to me. Somebody had a image of like, hey, what if they had done a retro Soul Ring? And I'm like, oh, that's like infinitely better. I'm trying to see if I could find the image. I was like, yeah, you should. Oh no, not Soul Ring, a retro One Ring. Sorry. I was like, shit, yeah, if they had just done that, everybody would have been happy. Well, I'll see if I can find it later. I can't find it now. But you got your One Ring. Oh my God, what is this? I looked up the One Ring, and this is what now Twitter's just showing me. Ladies in bikinis. How is this helpful at all? This is not
Ask
what I
her
was
if she
looking
wants
for.
to do a Magic the Gathering podcast.
I don't think she does. Let me see here. I'm gonna get back to my. Hold on one sec. We're gonna take a look at a couple more box topper cards here on the screen. No, not that one. Oh man, I'm completely lost. Sure. Yes, there we are. Palantir of Ornithak is back. Minas Morgul's back. Mount Doom's back.
All good
Out of
cards.
these, but here's the thing: is I go, huh? again, part of the reason Lord of the Rings was like so desirable is like, what were those? I know Ancient Tombs won. Cavernous Souls was in there. Like, other than, I mean, I guess Bowmasters, you have Bowmasters, you have the One Ring, and you have Palantir, I know is up there in price.
And then
Surprised we didn't get
Delighted
Lotho.
Halfling.
Yeah,
This
Delighted
isn't
Halfling.
all of them, is it?
No, this is not all of them, so they could still announce some. 19 are revealed so far. So far, we have 19.
I wonder if they're all going to be in the Lord of the Rings universe. Have they said that?
It looks like they will be. I think they're all like. I think this is their way of. I think they're worried about when stuff goes out of print. You know, because Lord of the Rings, they don't want to have to reprint Lord of the Rings, and they want there to be enough of these out there that everybody's not killing each other for them. So they know, hey man, we just need a bunch. We need more One Rings. We need more Palantirs. We need more Halflings.
What else do you think is missing from Lord of the Rings that we would want? Like,
Lotho Corrupt Sheriff is one that is going pretty high in price. I'm trying to think. Lord of the Rings. I don't think we'll get Nazguls as a box topper because if people have pointed out the Nazguls are technically not in. Although wait, is one of these Lord of the Nazgul? What was that black?
I thought I saw
Witch
a picture
King?
of him.
No, he's a
Witch
wraith.
King. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They might
Trying
have
to
Lord
see-
of the Nazgul.
I think they announced. Oh wait, I did have another tab open that had some other things spoiled. Let me see if I still. Yeah, so here's a couple more that just got announced. We'll look at the most recent. Would be at the top. Last March of the Ents was one I was going to mention. Is missing. Obviously, Flowering of the White Tree is another big one. I mean, it really is like every one.
Mithril
Coat. Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna get Lotho. Lotho's a big one.
Sauron the Lidless Eye. Lotho probably will get reprinted.
Yeah. Also Arwen. Also the other Arwen. I think these are all the white text is the box toppers. Bard's Company. I don't actually know this card. What is Bard's Company? Maybe is that a box topper? Maybe that's not. Oh, and then also all of the lands are gonna be box toppers. Well, are they? I don't know.
Elven
It looks
Chorus?
like they will be. Elven Chorus, then all 5 lands. So you're gonna have the Shire,
the Gaffer,
Earth.
dude. If Lotho's not back and the Gaffer is, that's wild. The Gaffer's a good card.
Yeah, well, Lotho's dude. I looked up a thing that was top EDH cards, and I think Lotho. Let me see, most played CEDH cards. I was looking this up because I was like, what are the like things that is CEDH staples? Let me see if I can bring this up. This I did not know. And it's organized by type. Lotho is the 3rd most played creature in all of CEDH at 83%. That's crazy. So if they don't reprint that guy, that's his price is going to skyrocket if he doesn't see any kind of
Deathrite Shaman is the next 2-color card in the top. Like that says
exactly.
a lot.
Yeah, it says a lot. I mean, Deathrite Shaman. Oh yeah, you do have to play black and green to get access to that guy.
Yeah.
Bowmasters obviously needed a reprint. Bowmasters in the top 12, top 15. It looks like. So there's a lot of stuff that's getting reprints that is just played like crazy. Actually, I want to see an artifact. Is One Ring? One Ring's pretty high. It's in like the top 12. I mean, it's after all the mana producers.
Is Wishclaw Talisman above Soul Ring?
It is. Here's what's weird. Sol Ring's only in 46% of CEDH decks. Is that correct?
I don't believe this at all.
I don't understand that at all. How's that possible?
Yeah, whatever this list is, it can eat shit.
I don't know. Maybe they're not playing Sol Rings? I don't know. I don't follow CEDH.
No fucking CEDH deck is cutting Soul Ring.
Well, if it depends on, if your commander doesn't benefit from 2 colorless mana.
No, they still play Soul Ring. They still play Soul Ring.
Well, I don't know where the fuck this comes from. It says it's based from tournament data. You think they just made it up?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Why would you run a CEDH? Why would you make a whole website to give the wrong fucking numbers?
The fact that Soul Ring says 46.2%, under half people play Soul Ring, that's dog shit.
I don't know. That's what it's fucking saying. Maybe
it's obviously full of shit.
Well, let me know in the comments if you play CEDH, is Soul Ring in less than 50% of decks, because that's what this thing says, okay?
This list is dog shit.
The rest of the list makes sense to me. Vampiric Tutor, Flusterstorm, Mental Misstep, Force of Will, Silence in 85% of decks. I mean, that's interesting. So I don't know. I don't know, man. How's Archdruid's Jarman 10%? Is that 10% of
46%.
decks? Hold on, maybe
No,
I'm reading. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know what the percentage means. Because is Archdruid's? I don't fucking know. I don't know how to read this. I assume that means
I'm sorry, Soul Ring. Under half the people are playing Soul Ring.
That's what I saw. That's what I was told.
72% of people play Gamble, but only half play Soul Ring.
Gamble's better than maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know if I can know. It doesn't tell me. It says the most popular cards, 46%. Actually, the reason I was looking it up is I recently got a pack fresh Lotus Petal. I was very excited about it. I wanted to see is Lotus Petal in all the commander decks? Only 40%.
Yeah, almost as much as Soul Ring.
It's almost more than Soul Ring. According to this, I don't know, man. All I know is how is Lotho in 83% of decks? Does that mean it's in 83% of white black decks? I don't know what that means.
Is this cards played with versus win rate? Like, is that what this is?
Maybe it's win rate.
Did the card get played to the winner played and then won? Because maybe the winner played a Soul Ring and didn't win, or didn't get to play one before they won.
Commanders, tournaments, staples. It just says the most popular cards in competitive EDH.
Yeah, like, are they looking at decks that won and then how they played out? Like, this is just Vito,
okay, hold on. All right. Well, here, I'll say, is this CEDH? Here's what MTG Top 8 says. It says Soul Ring is in 98% of decks.
That makes more sense to me.
So maybe it's winning decks. I don't fucking know. Command Tower in 88% of decks. That makes sense.
Maybe it's spells that were played during games that were won by the winner. Well,
they're not keeping. They're not. How are they going to keep track of that? They don't know that.
I mean, if they're doing game coverage turn by turn, they could break it down. But
now I want to see what the top creatures are from MTG Top 8. What do they think? Ragavan, Simian Spirit Guide. See, this makes a lot of sense. Elvish. I was going to say Simian Spirit Guide being at the top makes sense.
Yeah, Lotho.
And Lotho is out on here though at 30%. So
Lotho beating out Elvish Spirit Guide.
That's actually crazy. Lotho beating out Elvish Spirit Guide. Bergie's on there. Makes sense. She makes stuff go off.
Up there.
Yeah, this list makes a lot more sense. Have you seen it during Vitality is a big deal with people being like, fuck birds of... People are going, fuck Birds of Paradise, because Enduring Vitality just makes everything a Birds of Paradise.
Well, it's when it dies, right now. The Squirrel Girl. It's in the Squirrel Girl deck. But yeah, it's got a lot of...
Guys, pick up Enduring Vitalities now. They're not crazy. I think they're like $8, but this is a card that with time... I've been picking up some of the like full art versions and stuff because it's I think it's basically you're playing green in EDH. There's almost no reason to not run a 3/3 that turns all your creatures into lands, and when it dies, all your creatures are still lands. That's fucking nuts. That card is absolutely bonkers bananas. So Last March is back. I don't know, man. Look, are you excited for the Hobbit? You seem excited for the Hobbit.
Yeah, there's definitely some cards I want to pick up from the Hobbit. I don't know if I'm going to go as hard into it as I did with Lord of the Rings. Like I said, when Lord of the Rings came out, it was a big chase. It was pretty expensive. But when the holiday set came out, nobody wanted the holiday set.
I know.
I was getting boxes for so cheap. And
I'm
now,
really jealous of you.
I think these are going to be so expensive. I think these boxes are going to, I think they're going to be like $600. I don't know.
Well, okay, so here's where the boxes are at right now. I think the prices are going to come down. Right now, there's like fucking frenzy for these boxes.
The Great Goblin. I am interested in this. When I was doing the play test for this set, because I went to the play test for The Hobbit. I was talking to the guys, and they were like, so we're giving feedback and stuff. And I was like, so as Red Black Goblins, are we going to see like a good commander for goblins? And they were like, okay, yeah, this will be, we don't really have a good goblin commander.
Are you telling me you're the reason we have the Great Goblin?
I'm the reason for the Great Goblin.
It's the Great Goblin, Charlie Brown. But
I want to know if it is the Great Goblin. Is this going to replace what I'm using right now for my black red goblin deck commander? You know,
who do you use? I'm
mine's
using
shit.
Krenko. I'm using black red
I
Krenko.
mine's just complete value. I have the what's the Vial
Grenzo, I meant to
Smasher.
say, not Krenko. I have
I have Vial
Grenzo.
Smasher partnered with the Tevisat
Jahira?
Planeswalker. Tevisat. So it's a red black,
Yeah.
but it's got the Tevisat Planeswalker and then Vial Smasher there. And I just use Vial Smasher to sacrifice him and draw
Vial
3 cards.
Smasher is a very popular red black, and because it has partner, you can go kind of nuts with it. Great Goblin, one black red. I wonder if they're going to change the hybrid mana. They've talked about
Yeah.
doing it. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
How would they change it?
Because right now in Commander, you have to play a black red. You can't put this in a mono red Goblin.
I think
deck.
they decided they're not going to change it. The audience was not receptive to it.
Interesting. I mean, I guess I don't care that much either way, but legendary creature Goblin Noble. It's a 3/2. Whenever you put one or more counters on a Goblin, Orc, or army, the Great Goblin deals 2 damage to target opponent. So he's also an Orc commander, which is interesting. Yeah. Did you see that the armies in this
are goblins?
They don't seem to have. Yeah, they don't seem to have orcs this time around. It seems like they're all goblins.
It's the lore. Orcs and goblins in the Lord of the Rings universe are kind of the same, but in the Hobbit they kind of refer to them as goblins, and in the Lord of the Rings they refer to them as orcs. So it's just kind of from a story perspective.
I guess they wanted thematically to say orcs because whenever you watch those Lord of the Rings movies, it's all about the orcs. If they're calling them goblins, people have been like, "What the fuck's going on? They're not goblins, they're orcs." Whenever another goblin, orc, or army you control dies, they go to the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. So you want to be churning out armies, little army tokens, and it's any army, which is interesting. What was that classic zombie army token?
That was from the
Army War of the Spark. Yeah. There was the one that made one every turn. It was kind of like a Bitter Blossom variant. Dreadhorde Invasion.
Yeah.
So right away you got one card that you should get for it. Dreadhorde Invasion, which is not coming up. That one makes you an army. I should actually spec on some Dreadhorde Invasions if army is becoming a thing. Because this card is already great for your black sacrifice decks. If you just need something to sacrifice every turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, lose one life. Make a zombie army, and whenever if you have a big old zombie that gets lifelink, you kind of can forget about that clause.
When this came out, a mass was only zombies. They updated it to be a mass orc with Lord of the Rings, and now it's a mass goblin with the Hobbit. So you can't have a zombie army, a goblin army, and an orc army on the table. Whatever army you have is your army. So if you have a goblin army, this is going to add to that goblin army.
Oh, okay. That's actually good to know. So this will benefit any army. You can't retroactively decide your army is a zombie army, though. So
it's literally whatever the card says when the army comes out. It's that. So if you play this before you have a goblin army, it's going to be a zombie army. So you're going to want to have that goblin army out if you want to make.
Well, I was going to say, so you're never going to really get to benefit from whenever a zombie token with power 6 or greater. It's too bad this doesn't say whenever an army token with power 6 or greater. I wonder if they'll do like a variant to help out the army mechanic. All right, well, this is what we were bringing up, and this is, I guess, the last thing we'll kind of touch on is I don't think you should spend $800 on a Hobbit collector booster box. I don't think you should do it.
I don't think it's going to be 8 when it releases, but I do think it's going to be around 6.
I think it'll be at 6. And I think it'll be at 6 for basically forever. I'm surprised that, dude. Well, here's the thing: is you got like price memory, man. Is like people are being stubborn. Like I was convinced. I'm like, oh, these boxes are gonna go down. These collector booster displays on Marvel, and it's just no. I paid $450 for this, and I'm not selling it for less than $450. Which is crazy to me. The price of the singles has gone to like nothing. This should be like a $300 box, but people are just happy to sit on them right now. And that's kind of what it is for a lot of collectibles.
This is way different than Spider-Man. There's a lot more value spread around this than there was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, Mjolnir's still holding value. Thor's holding value.
It's true. It's not terrible. Like you can get some decent.
Yeah. There's way more posters. Like before you were getting a poster in every box. Here you might get 2 posters in a box.
Yeah, you might get Elektra and Black Widow for
Let's
$60 back on
go.
your
I wouldn't be
$350
mad
box.
because there's other value in here too, though. Like you're
Yeah.
not going to get the Mind Stone in the collector's box. That's very rare. The fact that the Mind Stone in foil is going to be even more rare because that slot in Spider-Man, uh, it wasn't competing with the jumpstart cards. This slot in these collector boosters,
Is the
it's
Mind
not
Stone the
just
jumpstart slot? Is that
the
where
the,
it's
the, the
at?
one where you get the regular Mind Stone. It's
Yeah.
also in the jumpstart slot. So you either have to get one of the crazy rare Mind Stones in the
God
foil
damn
rare
it.
slot, or you share the foil Mind Stone slot with the foil jumpstart guys, and that's like a 50-50 for which one it comes from. So I think this is even harder to get.
Well, I know I need a Mind Stone for my Yorian Blink deck. Maybe I'll just buy one for 120 bucks. Cause I don't know. There's still a lot of product getting opened. I think I'll wait on a Mind Stone. I think it'll dip if it dips down to 190 bucks. If it was 90 bucks for a foil, I'd grab one.
I'm not convinced it
Uh,
will dip. I'm my worry is that something's going to come out that absolutely breaks this card and it's going to go up to 200 because this card is a lot different than the Soul Stone.
yeah. Well,
The Soul
I mean,
Stone
the way
is
the Soul
great.
Stone's going, dude, the Soul Stone's absolutely nutso in its current price trajectory. Cheapest one on TCW right now for a regular car, 120 bucks. That's more than the cost of a Spider-Man box. It's actually getting to the point where you might, and this along with Norman Osborn coming up. I'm thinking about what do I got? I got like 4 boxes of Spider-Man over there. I might just crack them, sell the singles, and hope I get some Soul Stones. I mean,
Might be worth
either
it.
that or just sit on them. I don't know.
Yeah.
The stones are good.
I think the Spider-Man
Uh,
boxes are going to go up the more Marvel we get
I think the
because
Spider-Man boxes, dude. They're finally Norman Osborn is doing work for the villains. Norman Osborn, borderless. I just sold one of these. He's up to like oh my god, he's
awesome.
22 on his way up to like 25 for the borderless Norman
I
Osborn.
got a few of these.
Doctor yeah, well you opened a shit ton of this. Doctor Octopus is
Yeah.
also up. Doctor Octopus Master Planner was like bulk was like 50 cents. He's now up to $8, Wait, why is this one? I think this guy listed this wrong. Add to cart. I might pick that up later. This guy's like $8 for a Doctor Octopus. So, I guess when it comes to the Hobbit, I don't know, man. Like I'm seeing a lot I like, but I also I don't know. I guess you know what? I think this is. I'm not even going to be negative on it. I think this will be a $600 collector booster box. I really hope it's not an $800 collector booster box because that's fucking insane. But honestly, it's possible that it might just hold on to that $800 price tag, and because people just go, look. I mean, here you go. One for in the last. What's today? This is today. One sale. These are all sales at $795. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. This guy bought 12 at $800.
Yeah.
One, I don't even think. Here's the thing. I think there might be like a temporary price dip down to, maybe 650, 700. But I think at the end of the day, the Hobbit just is so desirable. And when you got the Orcish Bowmash, well, you only get one box topper. Honestly, here's the play. I think the play is to get as many. If you can get the set boxes, which are going to be in way wider supply, Hobbit set box. The fact that you can get right off the top of a set box, you can get an Orcish Bowmaster or a One Ring. That means you're already $50 up on the box. So I think the MSRP on these is like what, like 180.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad deal to get a box of the play boosters, man. I mean, you can get snaked on the. I guess you can get snaked.
It's
on the
it's
box
like
topper.
what is there probably going to be 5 to 10 good hits? Is it like a 1 in 6 chance, a 1 in 5 chance of getting a good hit? Like I don't know.
I'm trying to see what are people, and I don't know what's exclusive. I should really have all this shit figured out. I don't know what's exclusive to what. I don't even know where you get where do you get a dwarf Mox Amber? We haven't even talked about that shit. There's dwarf cards. Did you know that there's dwarf cards?
Yeah, the Reaver Cleaver, Mox Amber. I don't know, man.
There's 5. These cards appear only in collector boosters, only in dwarvish, but they're not giving us the fucking drop rate. I mean, I think they'll be around. I don't think they're going to be like you'll probably get maybe one of these in a collector box. I think a dwarf Mox Amber is going to be an instant $100.
If it's $100, I'll take one. I'll buy it. I will buy it.
I think that's an instant $100 for a Dwarven Mox Amber. I hope they're one a box. Maybe it's less than one a box.
I hope it's only $100. I was thinking it was going to be like way more.
Well, if it's like the Elvish language, Soul Rings, if that's
what
the way
I was
they're
worried
inserted,
about. Yeah.
I don't know. They're not telling me. I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't know.
What do I do? What's happening?
We're two fairly smart people that think we know everything. Why do we not know?
Look, all I know is
Tom and Bert. I'm getting that Tom, Bert, and William.
Tom, Bert. Have
you seen these guys? Yeah.
Let me bring up Tom, Bert, and William. Hold on.
The troll.
3 black and a green for a 5/5 legendary troll. Pay 1. Sack another creature. Draw cards equal to its power, then discard a card. That's what? Greater good?
It's very close to greater good, yeah.
When Tom, Bert, and William die, if they were a creature, return them to the battlefield. They're an artifact. So they come back as... Hold on, what does greater good do? Greater good...
I think you have to discard 3, and you don't have to pay mana for it. So it's the similar, yeah. You draw cards equal to power, discard 3 cards.
Yeah, you do discard 3.
It doesn't cost any mana to do it, so it's free. So it's very similar. But
yeah, they're coming back as a greater good variant that you sink a little bit.
They're greater good
that's
when
pretty
good.
Good. Pretty good.
This is going in my All Creatures Henzi Toolbox Tory deck. It's going right in. I need this for that. This is fantastic. This is going to fit so perfect. And it's Tom, Bert, and William. I'm a William, so it's like it's easy fit. Easy fit.
Vito. Why can't Vito be in there? Give me more Vitos. The last Vito they printed was shit. In Ixalan, he was dog shit. Here's my problem, Billy, is anytime I build a black deck, I just want to build a sacrifice deck. I just want to sacrifice creatures, and this makes me sacrifice creatures. So I have an old Rutstein. Do you know old Rutstein? He's my graveyard commander. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Rutman.
They reprinted him in the Wild West set as an uncommon.
Did they?
Yeah, he's OTJ
Rutstein. Oh yeah, he's Honest Rutstein now. I forgot it's the same guy.
I have Honest Rutstein in my Henzi Toolbox Tory deck. And
this guy is good. Creature spells cost 1 less to cast out of your just in general. So he's just a good guy.
Return a creature from your graveyard to your hand when he enters the battlefield. So
he don't look old though. Yeah, but where's old? He's supposed to be old, Rutstein. Look at how old he was.
When you tell the truth, you don't age off your lies.
This guy doesn't look that old either. He just actually, this guy looks like the heroin dealer outside my apartment. It was not. Hey, you guys want some stuff from my coat? And I go, get out of here, old Rutstein. I'll see you tomorrow. And then Honest Rutstein is after he got off the smack. He said, I don't do that stuff anymore. Now I just ride my cart around with the... I didn't notice the little skeleton hands coming out the back of his traveling cart.
Yeah, but like you said, you want to sacrifice, you want to play creatures. I'm getting Tom, Bert, and William, and they're going in there with Honest Rutstein, and they're going to have a fun time because Henzi Toolbox Tory makes you sacrifice your creatures when you blitz them. So, like, I'm sacrificing them anyways. Why not get extra value?
I kind of want to buy a Hobbit collector box, as moronic as it would be. I really can't pay $800 for this, though. I just can't do it.
Wait till it comes out. See if it drops in price. If it doesn't drop in price,
if I can go,
get the singles because people who paid $800 for these are going to be trying to sell shit off to recoup their investment. So there's going to be a lot of good singles.
I'm looking at it. I'm going, look, a lot of this stuff looks cool. I'm not seeing anything. Again, if this was like a Final Fantasy, I'd be like, I need it all. Luckily with Hobbit, I go, yeah, this is cool, but none of it's like, I gotta have the craziest version. I need a dwarf. I don't actually want the dwarf Mox Amber. I like the regular Mox Amber. Hopefully it brings down the price of the regular Mox Amber. I'll pick up more of those. I just like this guy. I just like, ooh, now that's it's a max right there.
Yeah. I need another Mox Amber. I only have one, so I'm in the market.
I have 2. Billy, these, oh my God. Right now, the cheapest foil is like $200. Dude, these got down to like $75. And this was back when I didn't have a ton of money, but I was like, well, I know I want a fancy Mox Amber, so I bought 2 foils at like $75. And now I'm going, man, I should have bought like 10 of those fucking things. Like, what commander deck am I not putting a Mox? As long as your commander doesn't cost like 5 or more.
Well, I think 3 is
three is probably the cutoff. Yeah. Any cheap commander. Which if you're playing Commander now, you should probably be playing a cheap Commander because they got rid of Jeweled Lotus. So why would you ever play a fucking expensive? The whole point of Jeweled Lotus was to make expensive Commanders viable, and you guys fucked it up. And maybe that'll be the last thing that I'll touch on real quick, Billy, is our favorite format. Cali Commander is going wild, Billy. Are you ready
What's
for
Cali
Cali
Commander up to?
Commander? Oh, they're going absolutely crazy. Here's the latest Cali Commander voting information from our good friend Cassius Marsh Sr. For 285 voters, 124 questions, 14 cards unbanned, 0 banned. Somebody pointed out, they go, if you're in a format where nobody wants to ban anything, everybody just wants to unban everything, you might be in a toxic format. Dockside's back, Billy. You're so happy. Happy boy.
Dude, 78.6% of people know the truth. It needs to be back.
It needs to be back. Well, Billy has been arguing for it, and here it is. This had the most unbanned votes of any card they voted on.
Also,
Billy.
Cali Commander is a head-to-head format. So it's like you're not getting 3 people's worth
That's
of
a very good
artifacts
point.
when you play this. It's way more powered down. This is actually a reasonable choice in their format.
Yeah. In a head-to-head, this makes perfect sense. It's only like multiplayer games where it goes absolutely nuts. The Tabernacle unbanned. Again, I think maybe in a head-to-head this is probably fine. Like, you do have to take that into consideration. This is all creatures have an upkeep cost of 1. But this was close, passed by 4 votes, the closest result of the entire vote. Talarian, okay, here's where I went. You might have a problem with Cali Commander. Now, Talarian Academy is still banned, but it's at 48.9%. And I went, half the guys playing this format think you can unban Talarian Academy? Are you guys fucking insane?
282 votes.
No. There's
less than 300 people.
There is no world in which you could ever unban Talarian Academy in today's day and age. Are you insane?
Well, no, this is the thing. It does make sense if you invested in Talarian Academy before you made the
if
format.
you bought 8,000 Talarian Academies, sure. We now have, do you know how many zero-cost artifacts there are now that you can just dump Mox, Talarian Academy, duh. Every deck would be blue. If you unban Talarian Academy, every deck will be blue artifacts, more than it already is. You can't.
If my dock sides go up in price because of this, they're great. I love them.
Yeah,
Cali Commander's the king.
I'm holding on to some dock sides. I wouldn't mind unloading them. Jeweled Lotus is back in Cali Commander, the people's format. Nadu stays banned. They are smart enough to keep Nadu banned. All right, good. We respect that. Black Lotus stays banned. That seems fair. Good. Titan unbanned. I think Titan could be unbanned in regular Commander. I don't see why it can't be. I know getting 2 lands is like you can do some nutty stuff.
Yeah.
Is there like a 2-land combo that people are getting that like instantly ends the game or something that I'm not seeing?
Well, there's a lot of stuff you can get off of 2 lands.
You can get your Gaia's Cradle and you can get your Ancient Tomb, and you got a shit ton of fucking mana, but
you can do the Dark Depths thing, which isn't even that scary.
Yeah, what would you get? Dark Depths and Thespian
and the
Stage
Thespian Stage,
or whatever. Yeah, I mean that can be dealt with. I don't know. I think Primeval Titan should be unbanned in regular Commander. Hey, your Crypt's back, buddy.
I knew
back
it would be.
in Cali.
I knew
Commander.
Cali Commander would bring him back. I wonder if this goes up in price too. I only have one, and it's the double Masters full art foil version. So
that's a cool one.
I'm going to hold on to it either way. I'm not going to sell that, but I might push some of these dock sides I have. I have a few dock sides. If they go up in price, I might actually.
Well, I don't know how many people are playing Cali Commander, but maybe they're going to get
300.
into it. As somebody pointed out, they said, doesn't it kind of tell you something where after announcing the bannings and unbannings, it immediately ends with an ad to go buy more cards for your Cali Commander deck? And I said, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's getting paid.
But there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, the whole reason they got fucking banned in the first place is because it was a fan-led format. So make your own fucking format, you know? It might suck. It might be toxic. Nobody will want to play it, but we all can do this. You and me can make the Juju Bubble Invitational. You have to have a Juju Bubble in your deck.
There should be, but I mean, okay, people want a format to feel like legitimate. I don't know why Wizards doesn't just say, and here's free for all, and this is like, I don't know, like come up with a 5th bracket for nut jobs. Either that or just come up with a CEDH committee and they can decide. I don't fucking know.
I think the brackets solve the problem with the Jewel Lotus and the Mana Crypt and the Dark Side Extortioners. When they become game changers, I think we have the problem solved, and they're just gun shy waiting to do it because they know there's going to be an opposite backlash from the people who were like, you can't bring it back because there were threats made, and those people might make some threats if you bring it back.
I don't know. Jeweled Lotus is one that makes no sense to me. Like, again, I don't follow EDH that closely, but okay, if a guy spends a Jeweled Lotus to power out his crazy commander, play a fucking Path to Exile, play a Dismember. I don't know, man. Like that means he's spending a resource to get a card on the table early, but you can spend a resource to just zap the fucking thing.
I want high-powered games to be high-powered.
Well, at least we have Cali Commander. And that's what's important.
Thank you, Cassius.
You know what else is important, guys? Is to subscribe down below to the Rhystic Study Hall. This has been episode 15, Talking the Hobbit. What the hell was that? Was that a fist bump?
This is my cool fist
I thought that was like, going on. Don't do two.
We're fist pumping.
We're fist pumping. We're just fist pumping here. We're so excited.
You bubbles all over my face. What the hell?
We'll be talking about. I mean, The Hobbit will be out pretty soon. Does it come out at the end of the month or next month?
I think the middle of August.
Well, we'll soon have it. We can't afford it. If anyone out there would like to sponsor this podcast so we can afford Hobbit boxes,
look,
let us know.
Wizards isn't going to give us any product because Vito talks a lot of shit, and I say a lot of horrible things.
No.
Okay, so we're not getting.
We just need a girl on the podcast. If you are a girl who plays Magic cards, who can provide plausible deniability to me, I need a shield where people can go, well, isn't that podcast where that Vito guy is a horrific human being? And they go, can't be that bad. There's a girl on there. She's fun.
Yeah.
So
I got a token soft human.
Yeah, exactly. Apply in the comments. We'll get a girl on here, and that'll be our ticket in to the Good Kids Club. I also have to stop shit-talking Ben Bateman. But Ben Bateman, man, this motherfucker, that one ring that we all know looks like dog shit, you want one because it's a meme, but you admit it looks like dog shit, right?
I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but yeah, it looks like dog shit from the digital.
Let me see. All right, let me see if I have this tweet. Ben fucking Bateman posts a picture of her. He goes, I don't know, guys. Looks pretty good in person. And I went, dude, you could fucking take a shit on a basic island and Ben Bateman would find a way to suck it off. Ben Bateman has never said anything bad about it. I'm not gonna lie, looks pretty awesome. No, it looks like a shitty photo. I can see the edges where he didn't cut it out correctly. It looks like fucking shit. Ben Bateman.
Ben, I'm Team Ben Bateman. I've been watching you for a long time. The comments Vito makes are obviously wrong and also not mine.
You can be the positive one. That does not look good. It looks bad. It's a bad Photoshop, and that's the bottom line. Guys, take care of yourself. Get your pets spayed and neutered. Believe in the one true Lord,
Ben
Xenu.
Bateman. My name's Ben Bateman.
Say hi to Ben Bateman. Give him a hug
Billy
from
Bateman.
me. And please keep playing Magic. That fucking Bateman. Ooh, pretty good, I guess.